What is up, my beautiful friends? Thank you for joining me on another lovely Sunday. If you saw last week's video, you might have noticed this beautiful little detail in the ceiling. I've decided to go a little bit of an unconventional route with my lighting because I absolutely hate overhead lighting. So there will be no pot lights in this bus. I've decided that I'm going to install these faux wooden beams going from the front and the back of the bus. Really feel like a flight attendant here, and the exits are over here and here. No, but I am going to install these faux beams from the front and the back of the bus, and the lighting is actually going to be mounted on the inner and outer side of each beam. There's a lot of prep that I need to do before these beams go up, so today I'm going to install the actual support pieces, I guess like the frame for the wooden beams to be attached to, and then I'm going to go over the entire ceiling and do another fresh coat of paint just to make sure that everything is perfect. And who knows, we might actually be able to get started on the wooden beams today. I'm hoping. Send me your positive energy because I need it, baby. Okay, let's get into actually starting this ceiling. I started it. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's get into finishing this ceiling. Okay, my loves, it is a day. First, the battery dies on me, and then I run out of screws. But I am trying my hardest not to let that get to me, and I just got back from the hardware store. I now have the amount of screws I need. The batteries have charged, so have mine. And I am ready to get this ceiling prepped and ready for the beams. Okay. Oh. Look at that golden hour just shining in. Okay, it is going to be a beautiful rest of the day. We are gonna get this done. That light is on our side. Whew, let's do it. Last night, with help from my mother, thank you, Mom, I was able to finish putting up the rest of the beams on the ceiling. That means that today, you and I get to go through the entire ceiling and patch up all of the little nail holes from putting in each piece of wood on the ceiling.
Watching the stars in the city light, and all the moves in the heartbeat. We're going back where it all began. The same ground under our feet. Starts to shake with you all we can, but we're caught in a landslide. So we stay up to the morning light.
Would you look at that? The ceiling is officially prepped and ready to be painted. The last thing I need to do though before I get into painting is I just need to quickly sand down all of the wood fill now that it's dried. I just want to make sure when I paint that it's super smooth. So let's quickly sand all of that down and then we can dive into painting, which might not be the most exciting considering that it's white and I'm just doing a nether coat of white, but it's gonna be nice to see it like clean and finished. I really have an issue with rambling. Okay, let's get to sanding. That took far longer than I thought it was going to. Let's go inside, make some lunch, and then once I'm refueled, maybe we'll start the painting. Who friggin' knows?
We will dance away the gloomy days right here. We are silver line, one of a kind, you and of you. Hand in hand is how we sleep every night. And I will watch you, breath after breath, hold on.
Now it is time to caulk along the supports. Now I'm doing this because the beams are actually going to hold the lighting. And let's say when the inner light is on, I don't want it to pour out the opposite side of the beam. So I figure the best way to do that is to just make sure that along the actual beam it's completely tight and no light can push through. While the caulking dries on the support beams inside the bus, I'm going to try my hardest to beat the rain and go cut out the actual beams themselves. That way, if it's raining, I can stain them inside. And then hopefully we'll be able to actually get the beams installed in the bus before the end of the weekend. Now, let's get outside before it starts raining, like I said, and cut the beams. I'm so thankful to have such supportive parents because I really would not be able to do this project without them. Thankfully, my dad was able to help me put up the beams, which would have been impossible considering that they span about 16 to 17 feet. Would have been very hard to do that on my own. With that being said, I obviously could not just finish this project right here. So I had to pull in the lights and do a little mock test, you know, plug them in and just see what they look like. So on the count of 3, let's look at the beams lit up. 1, 2, 3. They look so beautiful. That soft ambient glow is the reason that I went with this type of lighting. I cannot wait to cozy up under those lights, snuggle into my couch. The vision is finally starting to come together, and I'm so happy that now you're starting to see what is in my head. If you like what you have seen so far in my bus build, please hit that subscribe button below. Give this video a little like while you're down there, and let's get things moving. I'm excited to show you what else is in my head with this build, and I can't wait to get on the road in this beautiful little home. Thank you so much. As always, I love you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead. Bye everyone.